Even a small amount of coconut oil, like a single teaspoon, can set off a series of reactions inside your body. The challenge is that most people never really understand whether those effects are actually helping them or working against them. I'm Dr. Michael Reed. For more than 25 years, I've been working with adults who want to stay mentally sharp, physically strong, and healthy well into their later decades, 60s, 70s, and beyond. Coconut oil is something that comes up in my work all the time. Some people talk about it like it's a miracle ingredient, while others treat it like something harmful. The reality sits somewhere in between, and today I want to give you a clearer, more honest understanding. One thing that rarely gets explained clearly in health discussions is that coconut oil doesn't affect everyone the same way. Research reviewed by the American Heart Association shows that the fats in coconut oil can influence the body differently depending on your age, your metabolic health, and how much you actually consume. That means there is no single outcome that applies to everyone, and that changes how we should think about it. Over the next part of this discussion, we're going to explore how coconut oil interacts with different systems in your body: your heart, brain, digestion, kidneys, and more. Some of these effects are beneficial, others require caution, and a few might genuinely surprise you. If you stay with me through the middle section, especially around the brain effects, you'll understand why many people over 50 should pay closer attention to how they use it. Let's begin with the area where most of the debate starts: heart health. Coconut oil is made up mostly of saturated fat, and for decades, saturated fat has been labeled as something to limit for a healthy heart. That alone makes many people skeptical. But when we actually look at the research, the picture is more complex than simple good or bad. Some studies show that coconut oil can increase HDL cholesterol, often called the good cholesterol. HDL plays an important role in helping remove excess LDL cholesterol from the bloodstream and transporting it away from the arteries. In that sense, higher HDL levels are generally linked with better heart protection. At the same time, those same studies often show that coconut oil can also raise LDL cholesterol, which is the type associated with buildup in the arteries. So what you end up with is a kind of balancing act inside the body, one marker improving while another potentially increases. It's not a one-direction effect, and that's what makes it complicated. This is why coconut oil shouldn't be treated like a harmless add-on you can use freely without thinking. A more important question is how you're actually using it. Are you replacing something worse in your diet with it, or are you simply adding more fat on top of an already heavy intake? That difference can completely change the outcome over time. If you're still following along, it probably means you care about protecting your heart health, and that alone already puts you in a better position than many people who ignore these details. The truth is, nutrition is rarely simple. Coconut oil is a perfect example. It can have some benefits, but only when it's used thoughtfully, in moderation, and as part of a balanced overall diet. And if you already have heart issues or a family history of heart disease, it becomes even more important to speak with a healthcare professional before making it a daily habit. Now let's move into something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: what coconut oil does in your digestive system. Most dietary fats are relatively demanding for your digestive tract. Many common cooking oils contain long-chain fatty acids that take more time and effort for your body to break down and absorb. That process can be slow and sometimes taxing on digestion. Coconut oil is different because it contains a high proportion of medium-chain triglycerides, often called MCTs. These are processed differently by the body. Instead of requiring a long, complex breakdown process, they are absorbed more quickly and used more efficiently. In practical terms, this means your digestive system doesn't have to work as hard to handle them. For people who struggle with bloating, sluggish digestion, or difficulty absorbing nutrients, this can actually make a noticeable difference. A fat source that is easier to process is not a small detail. It can affect overall comfort and digestive efficiency in a real way. What's even more interesting is that coconut oil also has natural antimicrobial effects. These properties don't disappear once you consume it. Some research suggests that it may help influence the balance of bacteria in the gut, reducing certain harmful strains while supporting a more favorable environment for beneficial ones. And that matters more than most people realize. Your gut bacteria are deeply connected to many aspects of health: your immune system, your energy levels, your mood, and even your long-term risk of chronic illness. So when a simple dietary fat can influence that environment, it becomes something worth paying attention to. If you've been dealing with digestive discomfort for a long time and have just accepted it as normal, it may be worth reconsidering that assumption. Sometimes the solution isn't another medication or supplement. It can be something as basic as reevaluating what you're eating every day. If you're still with me, we're just getting into the deeper part of this discussion where the effects go beyond digestion and into immune function. Coconut oil has a particularly interesting relationship with the immune system. Most people think of immunity in terms of vitamins and minerals, things like vitamin C, vitamin D, or zinc. Those are important, but coconut oil contains a fatty acid that plays a different kind of role. That compound is lauric acid. It makes up nearly half of the fatty acids in coconut oil, which is a significant amount. When you consume it, your body converts lauric acid into another compound called monolaurin. Monolaurin has been studied for its ability to disrupt the protective outer layers of certain harmful organisms, including some bacteria, viruses, and fungi. In simple terms, it can weaken their defenses, making it harder for them to survive and multiply in the body. Your immune system is constantly working in the background, dealing with exposures you never even notice. A lot of the time, you don't feel sick because your body stops problems before they become symptoms. Compounds like monolaurin may act as additional support in that ongoing defense process, helping your immune system respond more efficiently. In that sense, coconut oil isn't just a source of energy or fat, it also contains compounds that may actively influence how your body handles everyday microbial exposure. Have you ever really stopped to think about whether what you eat is directly supporting your immune system, not just your weight or appearance? For most people over 45, immune strength quietly becomes more important every single year. The body's natural defenses simply don't respond with the same speed or intensity they once did in your 30s. That's not a flaw. It's normal biology. And it's exactly why nutrition starts to matter more with age, not less. Now, to be completely clear, coconut oil is not a treatment, and it is not a replacement for vaccines, medical care, or an overall healthy lifestyle. But when it's included in a balanced diet, the lauric acid it contains may offer meaningful, research-backed support for immune function. If you're still here, keep this idea in mind because the next part takes a completely different direction. We're stepping away from what happens inside the body and looking at something you interact with every single day without realizing its health impact: your skin. Your skin isn't just about appearance, it's your largest organ and your first line of defense. It protects you from infection, environmental stress, and fluid loss. As you get older, that protective barrier naturally becomes weaker and needs more care. This is where coconut oil has built its reputation. The fatty acids in it, especially lauric acid, are able to penetrate beyond the surface of the skin instead of just sitting on top like many conventional moisturizers. That means it can help support hydration at a deeper level and strengthen the skin's natural barrier from within. For people dealing with dryness, eczema, or psoriasis, which become more common with age, this deeper moisturizing effect can make a real difference. Research has shown that applying coconut oil regularly can improve skin hydration and reduce cracking that can make skin more vulnerable to irritation or infection. And its benefits don't stop at the skin. Hair health is another area where coconut oil stands out. If you've noticed thinning, breakage, or a loss of shine, one of the key reasons is often protein loss within the hair shaft. Since hair is primarily made of protein, damage becomes visible quickly when that structure weakens. Studies suggest that coconut oil may help reduce this protein loss more effectively than many other oils. Its unique structure allows it to bind to the hair shaft and penetrate more deeply, supporting strength from root to tip. It makes you wonder, how much are people spending on expensive creams and treatments when a simple natural ingredient might offer similar or even better support in some cases? Now, if you're still following along, this is where the conversation shifts into one of the most debated topics in wellness today: weight management. Let's be honest right away, coconut oil is not a fat loss miracle. Any claim that it is should be treated with skepticism, but there are still real metabolic effects worth understanding. The key lies in the medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, found in coconut oil. Unlike long-chain fats, which are more easily stored in the body, MCTs are processed differently. They are sent directly to the liver where they are quickly converted into usable energy rather than being stored as fat. That alone changes how your body handles them. There's also evidence suggesting that MCTs may have a mild effect on appetite regulation. It's not dramatic or immediate like a medication, but more of a subtle influence. Feeling satisfied a little sooner, which over time can influence how much you naturally eat. Of course, context matters. Coconut oil is still calorie dense. 1 tablespoon contains roughly 120 calories. If you simply add it on top of your existing diet without changing anything else, there is no guarantee of weight loss. In fact, the opposite could happen. But when used intelligently, replacing less healthy fats, fitting into a balanced diet, and paired with regular physical activity, its metabolic properties can become part of a healthier overall pattern. So the real question is this: are you searching for a shortcut, or are you willing to make small, consistent choices that actually last? If you're still here, the next part is where things become especially interesting, particularly for anyone over 50. Let's talk about something that affects millions of people, but is often feared more than understood: memory loss and cognitive decline, including conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Watching cognitive abilities fade, either in yourself or someone you love, is one of the most difficult experiences a person can face. That fear is real, and it deserves attention. So where does coconut oil come into this? The brain primarily runs on glucose for energy. But in conditions like Alzheimer's disease or early cognitive decline, the brain's ability to efficiently use glucose can become impaired. In simple terms, brain cells may start struggling to get the energy they need even when blood sugar levels appear normal. This is where MCTs become particularly interesting. When the liver processes MCTs, it produces ketones. These ketones can cross into the brain and serve as an alternative energy source, effectively bypassing the issues related to glucose metabolism. In other words, they provide a backup fuel system for brain cells that are struggling to function normally. Research from institutions such as the University of Oxford has explored this connection. While the science is still developing, early findings suggest that MCTs may support cognitive performance and mental clarity, especially in individuals with mild cognitive impairment. Studies published in journals like Neurobiology of Aging have also reported improvements in certain memory-related tasks in older adults when ketone levels are increased. Now, it's important to stay grounded here. Coconut oil is not a treatment or cure for Alzheimer's disease. It does not replace medical care, diagnosis, or neurological treatment in any form. But when included moderately as part of a balanced diet, its potential role in supporting brain energy metabolism is one of the more intriguing areas of nutritional research today. And if you're still with me, the next section moves into something most people rarely connect to diet at all, but perhaps should. Your liver is one of the most active and essential organs in your entire body. It works nonstop, filtering your blood, processing nutrients, producing bile for digestion, and handling detox functions every single day without rest. Yet most people barely think about their liver until something goes wrong. This is where coconut oil becomes interesting. Those same medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs we've been discussing, take a very direct route once you consume them. Instead of circulating widely and being stored like many long-chain fats, they go straight to the liver for processing. Once there, they are rapidly converted into usable energy. That difference matters, especially when you consider how common fatty liver disease has become in adults over 40. It often develops quietly, without noticeable symptoms, until significant damage has already occurred. Research from animal studies suggests that coconut oil may help reduce fat buildup in liver cells and offer some protection against toxin-related liver stress. On top of that, its natural anti-inflammatory effects may help reduce the slow, ongoing inflammation that contributes to liver decline over time. It's worth asking yourself, when was the last time you actually did something with the intention of supporting your liver? For most people, the answer is never, and that's not a criticism, just a reflection of how overlooked this organ usually is. At the same time, it's important to stay realistic. Coconut oil is not a detox cure in a bottle. It's not a treatment for liver disease, but when used consistently and in moderation, it can be one supportive piece in a much larger lifestyle approach to keeping your liver functioning well. Now let's move to another organ that is constantly working behind the scenes: your kidneys. Your kidneys filter roughly 200 liters of blood every single day. They remove waste, balance fluids, and maintain the delicate chemical stability your body depends on to survive. Two of the biggest long-term threats to kidney health are chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which can quietly damage kidney tissue over time. Oxidative stress happens when unstable molecules called free radicals build up faster than your body can neutralize them. These are produced naturally through metabolism, but also increase due to pollution, stress, and poor diet. Over time, this imbalance can contribute to progressive kidney damage, especially in people with diabetes or high blood pressure. Coconut oil contains compounds that may help counter this process. Its antioxidant activity can help neutralize free radicals, while its anti-inflammatory properties may reduce the ongoing stress placed on kidney tissue. Some research, particularly in diabetic models, suggests it may help lower oxidative burden on the kidneys and support overall function. That leads to an important reflection. Are you actively supporting your kidneys or simply assuming they will keep functioning without attention? For most people, kidney health only becomes a concern after a problem is diagnosed, but by then, prevention is already behind. It's important to understand that inflammation itself isn't always harmful. Acute inflammation is your body's natural defense system. It helps you heal from injuries and fight infections. The real concern is chronic inflammation, a low-grade, long-term state that can persist silently for years. This type of inflammation has been linked to many of the most serious age-related conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, cancer, and arthritis. So where does coconut oil fit into this? The MCTs in coconut oil may help reduce the production of pro-inflammatory signaling molecules in the body. These signals, called cytokines, are part of what drives and sustains chronic inflammation. By helping modulate this response, coconut oil may contribute to a more balanced inflammatory state over time. Some studies involving individuals with arthritis, a condition directly driven by inflammation, have found that regular coconut oil intake was associated with reduced inflammatory markers and improved symptoms. While results vary, the connection between diet and inflammation is well established. This raises an important but uncomfortable question: what is low-grade inflammation doing inside your body right now that you can't feel? We touched earlier on lauric acid and monolaurin, but it's worth bringing the idea full circle. When your body breaks down lauric acid from coconut oil, it produces monolaurin. This compound has been shown in research to disrupt the lipid membranes that protect certain bacteria, viruses, and fungi. By weakening that outer layer, it can make it harder for these microorganisms to survive and replicate. This is not based on trends or folklore. It has been observed in peer-reviewed studies involving various pathogens linked to skin infections, digestive issues, and other illnesses. Beyond internal effects, coconut oil also has external applications. When applied to the skin, it may support wound healing, reduce surface bacteria, and improve overall skin barrier function. In oral health practices like oil pulling, it has also been studied for its ability to reduce harmful bacteria in the mouth and support gum health. Of course, this does not replace medical treatment or prescribed care, but it does highlight why coconut oil is often considered a versatile natural substance with multiple supportive roles in the body. When you step back and look at everything together, its effects on the heart, gut, immune system, skin, metabolism, brain energy, liver, kidneys, inflammation, and microbial balance, it becomes clear that even something as simple as 1 teaspoon of coconut oil can interact with the body in many different ways.